allowing the post office to use money at source, it may bring some temptations of some individuals, even where management is not involved. Money may not reach the treasury post office.
The Adhoc Committee of Parliament conducting inquiries into Uganda Post Limited has engaged with the public, including tenants, interested parties and a former manager of Uganda Post. A former manager of Uganda Post Limited, Amonya Agre, told the committee that the management was unfair in handling partnership bids.
Unfair treatment and discrimination of some of the staff. Myself, my contract was not renewed as an employee because I made mention why the company was using money at source, and this affected me.
Olama Donald from the NRM Chiswahili Group stated that Uganda Post Limited's reliance on overdrafts indicates poor financial management. He also suggested that Uganda Post needs to adapt modern business management practices. Committee members inquired about how Uganda Post will balance business operations with its universal services mandate.
Universal postal service, making sure that postal services reach every Ugandan as a right, even if there is no business case for it.
Do you think government has failed to run posta? And maybe it's high time we looked at maybe having a PPP or privatizing it, government selling off its shares?
I think government has not failed, but it's the management which has failed. Because if the management has realized that certain things are not running properly, have they brought to the attention of government?
Some individuals who provided information to the committee suggested capitalizing Uganda Post Limited, while others proposed a public-private partnership model.
In the circumstances, I'll prefer a private-public partnership because that will ensure that we are getting funding from outside and then we are recouping it here. It will be much easier for us to run it that way.
There are people out there who would be willing to invest their money in Posta in its current state.
Yes, they're there.
In a loss-making position.
Yes, because this is now, we are looking at now an entity which has failed. So to revamp it, so you have to come with a new strategy.
According to Karim Masaba, Uganda Post Limited was demanding 4.96 billion shillings in rent receivable in 2023. However, one tenant from Kampala Road, who appeared before the committee, is requesting a waiver on their rent arrears.
Where government can come in, only for us we are requesting a waiver. And most of those debts were of collection at post office. We know they were accumulated by a number of tenants who left.
Posta has been very unfair to you. How come you have not been evicted given those arrears?
COVID being the main issue, but I've seen when I do an analysis on the rent, or you've been struggling to pay even before COVID. So some of these arrears are even before the pre-COVID times.
Another tenant informed the committee that they received a letter terminating their tenancy agreement on October 31st. I'm Nafka Farid and Gloria Gutabenji at Parliament.